Just wait. Hello, sir. Are you able to listen me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Sanjeev.
Just,
Good. Thank you.
Just in a 2 minutes, we are about to start. Okay, students, very good morning to all of you. And we are ready with our session. And today we have with us Mr. Raghuveer Sharan, IBDP teacher from Jakarta. Okay, and we both carry on with this session. And listen me carefully. This session will be a friendly one. We will talk about little bit of mathematics, but most of fun and motivation. Am I right, sir?
Absolutely, Mr. Sanjeev. I agree with you.
Okay. And we will take your questions, your queries, your messages one by one. But first of all, on behalf of all the students, I welcome my friend Raghuveer Sharanji. And sir, opening remarks from you.
Thank
And
you
please
so much.
tell our students something about you and your school organization.
Yes. First of all, thank you, Mr. Sanjeev, for inviting me in such a beautiful, platform. I'm really feeling very uplifted and motivated. As you know, my name is Raghuveer Sharan. I'm working here in Gandhi Memorial Intercontinental School since 2014. That is an IB school. Many of you might be knowing about IB board, International Baccalaureate. And I have done my complete education from India, Punjab, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. And I'm very happy and excited to interact with you all. And I believe this is my first session interacting with students like you who are, so much enthusiastic, energetic and willing to take on their dreams in life. So thank you so much once again, Mr. Sanjeev.
Thank you, sir, and thank you to spare us some time for my students. And I am taking students online. But first question comes from students, Rakhi. She wants to know that, sir, do you love math?
See, in life, if you want to do anything, first thing is you start loving, anything, whatever you want in your life. It's not only about mathematics, that anything you want to achieve in life, start loving. The things will start working for you. That passion will come. The system, bodily system will support you. And if you do something out of love, out of compassion, so you will have to spend more energy, more effort to make that happen. So I think at some point of time, I do love mathematics. Yeah.
That's nice. And sir, what is the difference between Ivy League schools and Indian system? Because you belong both system. What is the
Yes.
major difference?
Actually, I have been I have taken my complete education, as you know, from Punjab School Education Board, CBSE, and Guru Nanak Dev University, Punjab University. Now I'm teaching in an in an international board, IBDP, as a mathematics teacher.
Between
the major difference is in teaching approach, assessment approach, and delivery approach. Like our system, I would say that we focus more on theoretical, knowledge. Here, our more focus is on applying that knowledge in real life and then making students to understand with real life applications. So I feel content wise, there is no much difference. Anybody can come and teach, but you have to dwell or deliver the, according to the requirement of the environment. So here the big difference is in methodology, in the way of assessment, and in the way of delivery, so that students can apply that knowledge, mathematical knowledge, in their real life also.
Okay. And sir, before I start taking students, one student Prerna wants to ask a question. Yes, Prerna. Yes, Prerna, unmute yourself.
Yes. So,
Prerna written, how to improve my mathematics. He said, what is the best way to improve my mathematics?
you know, first of all, maintain a healthy smile on your face. Very important. So if you are maintaining smile on your face, it will definitely relax your body and mind, and you will be able to focus more. And be in present moment. Number two. Number one, maintain smile. Number two, be in the present moment. And number three, you realize that you only yourself have to do it. Your teachers and parents are just a sport for you. Books are sport for you. Internet is sport for you. The moment you realize this, that yes, I have to do it, I have to revise with my understanding, the things will start working. And mathematics without revision anywhere in any part of the world, even if you are teaching here in IBDP or CBSE or anywhere, mathematics is all about revision with understanding. But at the same time, your health should be kept in mind also. Maintain healthy, lifestyle. Maintain, keep smiling and keep making efforts consistently.
And many students ask me, sir, right now writing messages in our message box, and they think they are most of the questions about geometry.
Okay. So
Students are asking me, sir, please ask how sir teach geometry there,
see
triangle,
now,
quadrilateral, and
you
that's
know,
all in
um,
8th to 10th class.
see, during the before the COVID, if we compare, if we think of, the things were different. But after the COVID, if we think of our teaching and learning process without the use of technology, I think it will seem like a very difficult and very challenging process. Now we have many tools, many YouTube live demonstrations. We have like technological online books. Like we are using cognitive online textbook in which we show them like in a 3D space that how we can mark the points, how we can measure the distance, where we can identify the right angle triangle. So the technological involvement, there is another many free softwares like GeoGebra, Desmos, where you can, which you can use to understand, and apply in understanding the geometrical shapes and in solving the questions. And here what we do is, in classroom also we have one activity which is prescribed by the IB, that's known as toolkit. So every, in mathematics, we have to spend like almost 20 to 30 hours in a year in developing the toolkit. So what is toolkit? For us, toolkit is not that we are having a tools in our bag and we are to give students and go and do something. No, they will be asked to go around the school and see wherever you find the mathematics, take the pictures and bring in and try to develop the equations or try to model the situation, and then see what mathematical context you are able to understand. So in geometry also same thing you people can also do. First, try to understand the geometrical shape or geometrical whatever question or topic you are dealing, and then you can easily handle those questions related to geometry also.
And Raghu sir, students all eager to know about, sir, what is the benefit? Because in India we are just studying. First, our first goal is to get some suitable job, or what is the benefit from that particular subject. One student, Jatin, I think he is from Bathinda. He's writing, sir, ask the question, what is the benefit of studying mathematics?
Oh yeah, that I also used to ask when I was a child, but I now realize that it is the most good thing happened to me in my life, that I studied mathematics and I am able to make my dreams come true. Small dreams. See, if we look at what are the benefits, first benefit is you cannot escape, isn't it? There's no branch anywhere in any part of the world where mathematics is not applied, isn't it? There is no branch, there's no job where you will go and face the competition and you will get through without facing mathematics. Small bit, or in engineering or in other branches, there is a huge use of mathematics. So first thing is you realize this. The second thing is, it it is not that if you always that you will get some benefit out of it, only then you will do it. So you have to realize what is good and what is bad for you, what you want for yourself in your life. That is in your hands. If you want things to happen the way you want, then you have to go through the process, you have to go through the system, and not to waste the time in thinking that, oh, I should think that if I eat food, whether it is beneficial or not. You should think like that. So mathematics is like that. So when we eat food, what benefits do we get? So you will get benefits if you work hard and if you work smartly. That is a byproduct of mathematics. Not only mathematics, if you want to be smart, if you want to, I know that getting marks and in the report cards, they are just the marks. They cannot determine that how skillful you are. But as a part of the system, you have to go through that, isn't it? Is there any other route that you don't study mathematics and you can become IAS or IPS, or you can become doctor or engineer or politician, or even if you have to become smart politician, you should have basic knowledge of mathematics. Even if you want to do agriculture, you should have some basic knowledge of mathematics. Even if you do any job, any business, if you do not have that level of understanding, life will be a mess. I think like that.
And now 2-3 questions popping on my screen. And one is, sir, do you teach trigonometry with Pandit Badri Prasad or some other things?
We do not have any Pandit Badri Prasad. I do agree. But we have so many softwares here. Like when I teach in my class, suppose I'm teaching anything related to cube. So I will ask them to look at this room where we see generally they are cuboid or cube, and we give them
students
the
ask,
shape.
sir, when you teach sine cos theta, do you start with Pandit Badri Prasad or do you use some other tricks?
We do not use Badri Prasad, what you're saying, Badri Prasad, but we, there is one, sometimes we know that in first quadrant, sine is positive, in first quadrant, all are positive, in second, sine is positive, in third, cosine, tangent is positive, and in fourth, cosine. So we have developed all silly turtles crawl. So A, S, C, like that. Acronyms we can use so that students can remember for a long time. So we apply everywhere, we apply different tricks to memorize some, because it's not that we should not memorize. Memory is also required. Some things you have to memorize also. But in our board, we provide formula booklet to the students. They do not have to remember all the formulas. Just the basic formula which you have learned in grade 6, 7, 8, they need to memorize. But the major formula, like let's say distance formula, volume, or maybe in statistics, some formulas of probability, independent, they all booklet will be provided to them. And
during exam,
yes, we give them a booklet. So in the booklet, because before the exam, that booklet comes from the examination office, making sure that nothing is written in that booklet and they should not be able to exchange the booklet. And here there is a very beautiful culture. We in our school, we have a very big hall. We put the cameras on the inside the hall, and there is like I think 10 to 12 teachers who are supervising, and students are also very wise. They generally they do not try to copy also. Very rare case. And we like that. We appreciate that.
Okay, means the major change you are providing the booklets, formula booklet to the students for that use.
Yes,
like
it's not
open.
It's not from the school. It is from the board only. Everywhere in all parts of the world, IB has, I think, more many schools all over the world. Not only here, everywhere in the world. So the same, that is the assessment is divided into 2 zones. One is time zone 0, one is time zone 2, and one is time zone 1. Time zone 0 is for all the people who are living in America. Time zone 2 is for Asian people, like the other parts. And time zone 1 is for special category, those who are new schools or something like that. So the system and the paper pattern and the syllabus and the content wise is followed throughout the same.
Okay. Yes, Devananda. Bacha, you can unmute yourself and carry on with your question after your name and city.
Yes,
Yes.
I think it's better if they type in your
Ah,
chat.
it's better if they can type. But if you want to ask a live question,
I would
okay?
say you should turn on your cameras and I want to see your faces, whether you're smiling or just
Yes,
thinking
yes.
something. Turn on your
Students,
cameras and show your face and show me a big smile.
Naveen,
I will be very
yes,
happy
very
that I
good.
have given a smile to someone, everyone. Turn on your camera. Don't feel what others will say. You know, other people do not have even few seconds to think about you, but we think more than ourselves about others, that what will they say? Don't think like that. Okay. Smile.
Okay, very good. That's great.
Only few. Okay.
Yes, Arya,
Anyway.
carry on with. Okay, don't feel shy. You are writing so many questions here, but you can ask directly. Okay, don't feel shy. Whatever comes in your mind, comparison or some tricks or some mathematics. One question. This is the common question. I am weak in mathematics.
See, Mr. Sanjeev, as you are very experienced, you know that I always tell my students, if you are weak, that is, you decide, you declare that you are weak. That's why you are weak. The moment you declare yourself that I'm going to do this, and definitely a transformation will happen in yourself. That is only because we do not apply our energies and we do not channelize ourselves what we want to achieve in life. And we excuse that, oh, I'm weak in mathematics. I tell you, I was also very weak in mathematics. During my grade 9, 10, I used to study less. But when I go to college, school, university, I top the university in mathematics. I got a scholarship in mathematics. I realized, I compared, I always compare also, now also. I found that I was not studying during my 9th and 10th. I was spending only a few hours. But when I went to my college, I started studying more than 12 hours smartly. So I got university position. So the same thing is applicable on you all also. Whatever has happened, this moment you decide that I am going to study every day 4 to 5 hours for mathematics, revising past papers smartly or covering those topics which you feel that you are not able to understand. So I tell you, promise you that the transformation will happen. You will start enjoying mathematics. And sometimes what happens is we keep studying, but we do not celebrate. I generally tell to my students, celebrate those small achievements. For you or for me, maybe that particular question which you are solving was a big achievement. So you celebrate wherever you are sitting, enjoy that moment, and then move on forward. In that way, you can relax also, and your outcome productivity will be far better. Yeah.
And Raghuvi sir, uh, two, three questions are straight away about notes. The
Hmm.
importance of notes in mathematics,
Okay.
self-made notes.
Yeah, see, it's good, always good, because nowadays we have so much technology, online information is available on the internet. But if you're just copying on what is going on, the same thing what the teacher is delivering, which is there in the book, and I am saying that is there already, that is of no use. If you are copying it with understanding, yes, okay, the teacher is saying, he said the question and I will solve by myself, and then I match my workings with the teacher's working, and then I found what is wrong or right in that, in any of the steps, then that notes can make a difference. But if you are supposed just going to school, making notes, coming back again studying, that is a double work. That's not a smart work, that is just a hard work, or maybe more than harder than hard work. So being smart, hard and smart work, I would say, if you are making notes, make sure that you have understood what teacher has written on the board, or what teacher has said. Then that notes will be more beneficial in this competitive world. Yes, during the old days when people were not having resources, it used to be of good use or good help. But nowadays, you in a one click you can take on any information from the Google or internet. So where is the use of point of this? Yes, there should be some points, new points. Teachers are saying new topics. You should make notes, but it's not with that just you keep writing and you don't understand what teacher is saying. That should not be there.
Okay, Shivang, Are you able to unmute?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I wanted to ask how can we maintain a timetable in our studies if our weak points are in our some subjects and some major points in our some subjects?
Shivang, your city, please. Sir, are you getting the question?
Yes, he's saying if I have some weak points in some subjects and good points or strengths in some subjects, how to maintain a schedule, right? That's what is your question? Yes.
Yes,
So it's
Shivang.
very
Yes,
simple.
sir. My team.
Now, you see, I am so happy. You should celebrate this thing that you know that you are weak in something and you're strong in something. That is a big achievement. And you know that you are wrong, you are strong in some subject. You give some little less time to that subject. Maybe you focus more on that subject in the school and finish that in the school only. That you do not need to study back at home and focus more on the weak subjects. Isn't
Okay.
it?
Now questions are coming. Yes, Visakha, your city and your name first.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, myself Vishakha from Bihar.
Which grade you are in, Vishakha?
Sir, class 10th.
Okay, yeah, tell me. Go ahead with your question.
Sir, my question is, in class 10th, how many times you studied math?
How many times?
Yeah.
Matlab, how much time you spend when you are in 10th class?
Oh, for me, oh my God, that is a very tricky question. I already told in grade 10, I was spending very less time on mathematics, especially on my studies. So from my experience, I tell you, first of all, you should know that what you want in your life. You know, hard work never goes in vain. And you declare within yourself that I want to become doctor or engineer specifically. So not that your goal should be open, specifically that I want this thing for myself in my life. And you should know that what is the route for getting there. You should know that where you are and where you have to go. Then you will definitely come to know that how much time and you should know your strengths and weaknesses on the subjects. And you spend more time on those areas where you find that you are weak. And sometimes, you know what happens? Students say, oh, that person is very intelligent. I'm not. I would say we are equally given, gifted by the God. Those skills, everybody has some unique skills. And the person who's you think is very intelligent, then you ask him, how many hours does he spend? If he's spending 4 hours, you spend 8 hours, and you will become better than him. I grant you. But you have to declare within yourself, with your heart and soul approach, what do you want yourself in your life? Like sometimes we do not declare, we do not know what we want. Like that type of people are like I would say ship in the sea without sailor. Ship will sail anywhere on any coast, wherever the winds will take, and they will feel contented. No, if you want life of your style, you want something of your choice, then choice is yours, that how much hard work is required and smart work is required, that you should go for it with your heart and soul approach. And nobody can challenge your hard and smart work. Anything is possible, I would say. Anything, whatever you decide for yourself, anything is possible. But you have to channelize your energies and yourself towards that goal, what you have declared with your heart and soul approach.
And Raghu sir, many students want to know about the system. What is the major difference between your students and Indian students? Because you study in India and now you are teaching in other countries.
Okay, I will share.
And specifically, one student said me, sir, वहां भी कोई सजा देते हैं?
अरे बाप सजा का नाम भी नहीं लेता यहाँ पे भाई कोई आज के जमाने में. I think nowadays even in India, sorry, I believe that so much transformation has happened that nobody is allowed to give any kind of punishment. Punishment is, we cannot look into the students' eyes that why you have not done your homework. We are so flexible. We only can motivate them. Here the system is entirely different. We only can motivate them we are very open and we talk to each other, we discuss the things, we only motivate them, guide them. If they have not done, at the most we can inform their parents. And still, if parents also are like that, they say, teacher, you do whatever you want to do. But here we are not allowed to give any kind of punishment. Corporal punishment is far, far away, but even with words also we cannot say anything.
Even in India now, corporal or any type
Yeah.
of punishment is not permissible.
Yeah.
And
So yes, because why? Because the moment the teacher is able to motivate his children and children start realizing what is good or bad for them, teacher's job or parents' job is done over there, and your life is also in your hands. You know what quality of life you want. It should not be dependent on more on your teacher or parents, I would say. You should realize at this age that what you want for yourself in your life. It's not that parents who are going to benefit. They have done the best thing that they have shown us this planet, isn't it? The rest is in our hands, how we use available resources, their guidance, teachers, and everything.
And major difference between Indian and your students.
So like as I told, we here are very open, so students are open to ask any kind of questions which they are facing when we teach, and we do not give any.
And specifically in mathematics,
if I say
and
mathematics,
2-3 questions are there, and someone said, are they intelligent from Indian students?
see, everywhere. Okay, I will tell you one thing. In every class, one teacher teaches, somewhere 20 students, somewhere 30 students. Even in India, even USA, UK, everywhere, out of 20 students, do you think only 2 or 3 students get 100 or they excel in mathematics or in physics or in something? Why? The same thing is here also. In 20 students, you will find 4, 5, 6 students very, very intelligent, very, very creative. Why? Because those students are able to focus more and realize more and work hard and smart. Everywhere, I told you, mathematics is all about how well you revise, how well you independently solve questions with the understanding. That will make a difference, isn't it?
Yes.
And as sir was asking about the system, his system in IB system, as in mathematics, we have 2 kinds of mathematics. One is totally based on technology, and where the students were like in after graduating from grade 12, they will go to the universities directly and they will study medicine and art and all that based on technology. They're allowed to use a graphics display calculator with the help of which they will be able to answer the questions and analyze and interpret. And one is pure mathematics. In that also, we are allowed to use calculus, we are allowed to use GDC, I mean graphics display calculator, but not completely. There are 2 papers. One we can use, in second we cannot use. So both ways, those who want to go for engineering or some other areas where there is a huge use of mathematics, they go for the pure kind of mathematics. And in both the mathematics, there are like one is of little lower level, one is of higher level. So like that is the difference.
And as in India, yes, first of all, I will take some students. Mokshita. Yes, Vachi. Unmute
Yes, sir.
yourself.
Yes, sir. So, is in abroad they are making the notebooks as we do? Is there copy work or no?
Yes, it is everywhere. Not only in Indonesia or Jakarta.
And the funny one is that simultaneously with this question, students are making notebooks and covering them with some good photos.
Oh yes, not lot of funny students also. Like we have the same kind of students are there everywhere. They make notebooks very nicely. They're with colored pens and pencils and diagrams and page numbers, and we recommend them to make their index also, and topic wise they make notes. They do homework like that. Yes, and they cover with the funny pictures of their style also. Yes.
And craze about mathematics is like Indian. that in India,
See,
everybody wants to read mathematics and excel in mathematics, whether they are eligible or not. But parents are also constantly forcing children to be in mathematics, good in mathematics.
um, see here, parents do not interfere much. Students, that is totally given, students' choice. They are sure about what they're going to do after 9th or 10th. So their curriculum is like that. In grade 11, when they go to grade 11, we are given 6 streams. Out of 6 streams, they will have to choose 5 compulsory subjects and one, out of these 6. So 6 papers. They will choose according to what major they have to study in the university.
Not like medical and non-medical.
Not like medical and non-medical. So what is required in the university, they will choose in grade 11. So their path, what they want to be in life, they want to be doctor, engineer, is decided in grade 11 itself, or in fact grade 9 and 10.
Okay.
And students are enthusiastic. There have been many students who have gotten 100 out of 100. Those who have got, like we teach in IGCSE up to grade 10, and we teach IBDP in grade 11 and 12. And there are students who have gotten perfect scores in both the boards under our supervision. And Cambridge and these boards are very fantastic boards. It's it's not that easy to get marks, full marks in these boards. Like in our, we have only one thing that, you solve all these 10 questions, 10 marks, you get 100 out of 100. But here getting 100 out of 100 is really very challenging. This board is designed in such a way that students develop their critical thinking, they develop their focus, they develop compassion, a holistic world citizen, so that they are able to cope with any kind of situation if they face when they go out of the world, out of the school in the world.
And now some senior students are writing, sir, ask some tricks about integration.
Oh, tricks about no, I think tricks about integration, Mr. Sanjeev is better person to tell you what. we see all the rules. That is the beauty of mathematics, international mindedness. That integration, whatever you are learning, the same integration we are teaching here, and same rules are applicable here also. Power rule or chain rule or any rule, the same rules are applicable here and everywhere in all parts of the world. That's the beauty of integration, beauty of mathematics. And I think I would say international mindedness. Zero was invented in India and it's being used all over the world. The same way, many concepts were developed in different parts of the world, and we're using in the same way, everywhere.
And one question I posted to all the students. Students said, in India, we need to crack JEE to get admission in engineering college. So in your country, which exam is there similar to our JEE?
As I told you, when they graduate after grade 11 and 12, they choose their stream in grade 11, that they want to be engineer. Now the universities, because they are from, I would say upper ultra rich classes, and they have, I would say like that. So they are already, in the stream that what they are going to do after grade 12. So the universities are there. They will say that in the IB, their score should be like total scores. If out of 6 subjects is around 45. So out of 45, if a student have 35 to 40, we will admit that student in our school, in our university. So there is no extra, test for them. There is no extra test to get admission. But yes, there are tests to, like English tests, like language tests, how much level of English do they have. Those tests are there, but no entrance exam to get into the university or get engineering or do medicine or like that. That is totally based on the scores in IB or in their subject scores.
And one question right now, do you watch films?
Oh yeah, I would share actually.
And one more thing coming out, what is your about Pushpa?
Oh, I will tell you. See, during my childhood, to be very honest, until my graduation, post-graduation, you can't imagine that I watched only one movie till my post-graduation. Only one movie. And that also I in Jalandhar somewhere with my cousin brother, and I didn't like that. I was not fond of watching movies. But after I got married, then my wife taught me how to watch movies. Now I have not left any movie. But because of COVID, we are not getting now the latest movies here. So I didn't watch that Pushpa, what you are saying. But most of the Hindi movies, Punjabi, especially Punjabi movies, we watch on G5. There is an app. So we watch at the weekend, during the weekend, at least one movie every week we do watch with family.
Okay. Yes, Aram. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Aram. Where are you from, Aram?
I'm from Kenya, sir.
Oh, Kenya. Okay, so nice to interact with you. Yes, go ahead. What's your question?
Yes, I'm unmuting Aram. Yes, बच्चे जो बच्चे मेरे पास क्वेश्चन सेंड करें, एक्चुअली क्वेश्चंस
मुझे
आर मूविंग टू मच
संजीव,
फास्ट. आई एम नॉट एबल टू रीड ऑल द मैसेजेस.
I want to read one story for them.
Yes, why not? Carry on.
See, we, all of us, even if I am here or you are preparing for something, we're thinking of material gains, isn't it? In this competitive world, because that is part of our life. That's a natural tendency. If I want to become doctor, I want to become engineer, IAS, or anything, any part. So once upon a time, there was a farmer. No, not farmer. Let me read the other one, which I like. A father, he took his child to farmer's village, farmer's village, in a village where there used to live so many farmers. He said, I want to take you to the village and I want to show you how poor the people are and how they live their life. He said, okay, Dad, I will come with you. And they went in a car. When they reached there, they visited the village and everything, and they started coming back in the car. On the way, his father asked, my child, did you like today's trip? How was it? He said, very nice. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. And father asked, what did you like about the trip? You're saying you liked it and it was so nice and this and that. You know what he said? He said, Dad, you know one thing? These farmers, we have ponds, like we have swimming pools and ponds, but these farmers have rivers to swim. We buy food, but they grow food. We have lights at night, but they have stars and moons at night. We have television to interact, to entertain ourselves. They have families, friends, and with whom they interact, with whom they gossip and spend their time. And his father was totally speechless. So, moral of the story is, it's not that what material possessions we have in life. If we have compassion, if we have humanity, if we have gratitude, act of social service in ourselves, that gives more than more content to us than anything else. Keep this thing in mind. Do not let I would say material gains to overcome the beauty, human beauty in us, that is in the form of compassion, in the form of gratitude, in the form of social service. One small act of kindness can give us a gratitude, can give us a contentment which people seek for. So let's focus on being a human, being grateful, being having family relationships and friendly relationships, rather than just focusing on material gains. Yeah. Yes, Mr.
I
Sanjeev.
always advise the students about this thing, and now people are coming up with that materialistic gain, and now the students are also enjoying the life. And from enjoying, one question is there. Can we listen the music while doing math?
Oh, yes. Oh my God. Who said don't listen music? I would say 100%. You should schedule yourself in such a way that you should refresh, because this mind is not a robot. It's also kind of, it's not a machine that we put some oil in it and it will keep working as long as oil is there. No, refresh yourself, give constant breaks in between. Generate your happiness hormones by watching something comedy, by eating some sweet dish, listening to good music, going for walk, going for swimming, playing some sport, something which you like to do, because that will help you to generate happiness. And if you are happy, you will be able to focus more and do more in whatever whatever thing or whatever task you are doing at hand. So do not say that I should not listen to music. You must, but at the same time, you should not do more of, like, you just keep listening to music all the time. That is also not good. And if you keep watching or playing mobile games, that is also not good. Playing mobiles and watching television more than required is also dangerous for health.
And music may be of any kind, but for a limited time.
Yes, for a limited
Not for
time.
not for the
Yes.
whole day.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
And in mathematics, you can relax while listening music, but it's not up to your mind. You are doing a questions, and every time you are listening the music. I think that
Yes,
that
true.
will indent your concentration too much.
Absolutely, absolutely, Sanjeev. I
Ah,
agree. I share
and-
something.
Hmm.
When I was studying doing graduation, I used to be a very funny chap in my college. We used to have a group of 3 people. In the college, we focus more, we listen more, but we were kind of making pranks and small here and there. But at home, you can't imagine, till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we used to study like a lot. But at the end, when suppose I'm solving something or I'm completing small tasks, suppose I'm revising functions or geometry, at the moment I complete that task, I will celebrate that. I do remember by tapping on the table, by listening to music, by doing any small kind of act which gives me happiness and joy. So same thing you can also apply and feel the difference.
And sir, most of the time student ask me this question: what is the best time to study?
See, yes, complete your
please.
question, please.
What is the best time to study? Maybe in the night or early morning?
See, it depends person to person, what type of environment you're living in.
Yes.
If you're living like my family, we were having a joint family, and we have to be a lot of disturbance during the daytime. So my schedule was night time. I used to study 2 p.m., 3 p.m. till night. It's up to you. What time is convenient to you? You study according to that. Why you want to put someone else's schedule on yourself? You see, wherever you are living peacefully, which time is convenient to you, how many hours are convenient to you, that time you should devote yourself. Keeping in mind your health should always be given the top priority. Drink a lot of water. Do not eat junk food. Once a while, okay, do regular exercise. I would say nowadays, all over the world, Sanjeev, the institutions are implementing mindfulness, the meditation. Be prayerful. Meditation is a kind of prayer.
Like in India, we are starting happy classes right now.
Yes, very nice. 5 to 10 minutes, if you just sit and relax, bring in the presence of any god, goddess, Jesus, Allah, Devi, anyone. Inhale, exhale 5 to 10 minutes, you will feel a lot of refreshment and energized, and your brain, the perspective and this mind will expand, and you will feel better. I would recommend that you should do 5 to 10 minutes meditation.
That's the very important part for students.
Very important during these stressful times. And one more thing I have come across, we go for walk and we chat, we discuss sometimes with my colleagues, my friends. We stress a lot about what is happening. what is happening, what will happen, what we can do, something is happening, nothing. These situations and circumstances are not in your and my hands. Bring this thing into your understanding. They will come and go. Nobody can alter those determined, situations and circumstances. But how you react to them, how you use those situations and circumstances will make a big difference in your life. If you react to a negative situation, you waste your time and energy in the negative situation and you get distracted from your goal. And your goal will take more energy and time to achieve. But if you are able to filter that negativity and you are able to focus hopefully on positivity, definitely you will achieve that goal which you have decided, and at the same time you will keep yourself healthy and fit also for your future. And whatever we are trying to achieve, if we do not have health, that is of no use. Keep this thing in mind. First priority should be given to health always, isn't it? Yes, Mr. Sanji.
Yes. Aram, acha, you are asking complex mathematics. She wants to know that how we can use complex math in real life. That's the major concern of the students, sir, where we use this, why we read this.
as I told you before, first use is that you cannot escape the system, right?
Yes.
The very important use is that you if you have any other route, you leave that and do that. First thing is, but there are hundreds and thousands of applications everywhere. If you want probability, if you want statistics, calculus, these innovations in medicine, in the space, go and Google it. You see everywhere mathematics is this complex mathematics, or the equations are being used for, nowadays, few days back, James Webb camera have been launched in the space, which is very, very powerful and first of the, camera which is going to share the images and the information of the space of 1,000 times far better than the previous cameras. And you see, you search that what type of minute mathematics is used. And now, space travel is happening all over the world. People are going to just buy the ticket, $5,000, and they are going to get tickets to go and get a view of the space, 5 to 10 minutes travel. So there, when that capsule is going up, there also mathematics is being used everywhere. So you go and search something on the Google, you see anything, any doubt comes, you go and search and see, everywhere you will find that mathematics is beautifully being used.
Okay, Bhavya, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Bhavya, carry on with your questions and your city.
My name is Bhavya. I'm from Bathinda. My question is that how would we motivate ourselves every day and every moment of the day?
Oh, very nice question. And as far as if you know that you need motivation, I think that is the best motivation.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. That's the good thing, that you need motivation. Sometimes if we are able to recognize what is the problem, we are able to handle that very effectively. And that's a good thing that you are realizing that you need motivation. So what kind of motivation? You want something, some great thing to happen in your life. So do you think that someone else will come and do it for you, and you will say, no, nobody will come and do it for you. You yourself have to motivate yourself. There's no way to confidence. Confidence is the way. There's no way to happiness. Happiness is the only way. Similarly, there is no other way. You have to apply your energies. You have to realize this. Yes, I can do it. You remind yourself all the time that I can do it and I will do it. You think big. We always have to think something, So why we think small, that I want to doctor only? You think as big you can think for yourself. हिंदी में कहावत है ना, आसमान से गिरा और खजूर पे अटका. So when we think big, something bigger than what you have expected, you will definitely achieve small goals very easily, isn't it? So motivation should come out of you. Nobody should be allowed to give you motivate or make you happy, that should come out of you only. That's what I believe.
And
Yes,
that is the
Bhavya?
best motivation when it comes
Yeah.
from you also.
Yes, you can sometimes you can access, you can have some books, you can read some good books, some motivational books. Yes, that is always there. But until or unless you do not realize this thing, that thing won't happen. That you should keep in mind. Yes,
Okay,
Bhavya?
yeah. Okay, Hian.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Yan. I am from New Delhi, India.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, I wanted to ask, like, if we study 2 hours a day mathematics,
Mhm.
like after we have studied mathematics, and I also enjoy studying maths, sir, then parents come and force to study more than 2 hours of maths. Sir, in that we don't get time for other subjects. Like if I study 2 hours, then they will force to 4 hours. I study 6 hours a day, so I have only left 2 hours for rest subjects. And
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, I do
Hian,
understand.
one second. Hian, your parents with you right now?
no, sir, no, sir, not like.
That's why you are asking question. Huh?
See,
Okay.
best thing is you need to promise them and fulfill that this thing you want from, what do you want from me? You want me to score 100 out of 100? I will get you 100 out of 100. One thing, isn't it? So whatever promise you do to them, that is one way to make them, counsel them, talk to them. That is the only way. And you tell them that if I have to excel in life, I need to have a balanced approach. Isn't it? If you want me only to do mathematics, that only mathematics scoring 100 and failing others won't make me good student or better in life. Isn't it? So you counsel them, you talk to them, make them understand that I'm studying my mathematics according to my understanding, as this many hours are required, and I'm doing that. And other subjects are also at there which need to be done. Only then I will be able to succeed in life. What do you want to? What is your dreams? What do you want to do? Can I ask you?
Hian.
Young, what do you want to do
Yes.
in your life? And it's something you might have decided or think of.
Sir, I wanted to study engineering. I love to do like electronics on like
Okay,
Arduino boards and all.
so your parents are also agreeing with you, with your dream?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
My mother is a professor also.
Okay, very good. So you make them realize, is it that only mathematics which will make you to engineering?
No, sir.
No?
Sir, we have to pass the grade also.
Yes. So you have to talk to them. You have to make them realize this, that mathematics is my favorite subject, and I'm totally confident and studying, and you show the result also, and they will definitely agree with you. I hope if your mother is professor, we don't need to say much. Okay.
And they will also motivate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay. Now, irrespective of math, now general things in educations. Many students ask, sir, can sir teach us for 2 or 3 sessions? Definitely, we are planning for that. But today, our session is mixed one. Irrespective, sir, regarding mathematics, if you want to share some more things with my students, like common things which students facing during teaching. Yeah, when you are teaching, what common problem student facing there?
The first problem which we face here is students do not ask questions. So you develop this habit. Do not feel shy that what my friend will say, what my teacher will say, maybe I do not know the basic. Oh, they will laugh. Let them laugh. You be committed to yourself, to your goal. If there is anything which is coming to your mind and you are not able to understand, ask. Ask plenty of questions. Here also we motivate our students to ask questions in the class. So do ask questions. And
Yes,
make a schedule. Mathematics is all about revision with understanding. Do not mug up, but with understanding.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Saket.
Myself, Saket Kumar from Samastipur, Bihar.
Yes.
So my question to you is that I can solve all the questions belonging to any mathematics, like any publication.
Okay.
But when it it comes to me to confront with the questions of any institute,
Uh-huh.
I can't solve that question. So what should be the good approach to learn any concept so that we can apply all the formula over there to tackle with all the questions? Why this so?
I think the problem of Saket is uh, he solved all the textbook, but when it comes to some
Application questions.
applications, he is lagging there.
So again, I would say with understanding, conceptual understanding, focus on the concepts.
Or sir, solving a question is not a way that you get the things.
Yes, I would say yes. But I do believe that, if your focus is on the concept and applying that concept, I think you should be able to solve them. What type of questions you are facing, like banking questions, or what type of questions you are not able to solve, and what type of questions
Actually, sir, a problem with students that they just read the formulas and solve the questions.
Yes.
They are not in a habit to read the content or theory parts.
Yes. So I would say you read the question and understand the question well first. Questions are framed in such a way that answer is also indicated in the question sometimes, that which concept you should apply. So better ways to develop your concept, read the question well, and then apply the concept. I think that technique, and practice more of the similar kind of contextual questions what you are talking about.
And as time is coming up to conclude this session, but before we conclude, yes, many questions, but we are taking in some other sessions, and now today is the voting day in Punjab. Okay. And but as you are a student, I think few of you have a voting right now, but enjoy the session. But sir, before concluding the questions, 2-3 things which comes in my mind about students. Most of the students are eager to crack the competitive exam. That is the best part they are studying. Nobody is studying for the sake of learning, but most of the students are studying for the sake of cracking exam. Now, please make some suggestions, or I think I can say motivation, that studying is also a part of our education system, not cracking the exam on.
Oh yes. See, if you have not realized that what you are going to learn, it is very difficult to learn that. Very obvious. Our system, bodily system would not support that way. And you definitely will have to work harder and smarter. Definitely will have to work more hours. And still the outcome will not be that better. The moment we understand that what I want to learn, let us say you wanted to participate in this session, but if you have not thought of what you are going to learn, I don't think so this session will make a big difference. The moment we realize that what I want to learn, and then apply that, yes, that is a byproduct. What you are preparing for IIT or something, if you are not learning, and only that is if you're learning and applying, that is a byproduct that will happen. So learn with understanding, not just for the sake of getting into the exam. And hard work never goes in vain. Your hard work will always be there. It's not only for cracking the exam. No, it can be helpful anywhere in any part of the world.
Okay. And one more thing. What kind of books are there in Jakarta?
We have many international author books, like from Australia, we have Hess Mathematics. In mathematics, we have Oxford books. We have different international. We have very nice online cognitive textbook also, so which we use for our students. We just display that, we share the screen, we display the content sometimes, and we, it's easy for students to understand.
And any book you want to suggest for general mathematic reading?
I would say if you want to see, you see for which grade you are thinking of?
Overall, you can differentiate between grades for 8 to 9 days, for 9 to 10
Okay,
days, for 11
like
to 12 days.
let's say for 8 to 10 you should go for 9 to 10 you should go for IGCSE. One Karen Morrison book is there. Karen Morrison. His author's name is Karen Morrison. I will share with you on WhatsApp. If you want to
Okay.
note, you can. Karen Morrison. And we have Hess Mathematics. And this Cognity is an online intelligent app in which they have given for grade 10, 9 and 10 and grade 11 and 12 very nicely according to the requirements of IGCSE, according to the requirements of the boards. So we prefer those books. But for these students, I would say if you just want to see the international books, you can go for Hess Mathematics. That is good for 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 as well.
As far as general mathematics is concerned.
Yeah, general mathematics, it covers all topics, most of the topics which we study in 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12.
Okay, thank you, sir. And
Most
I
welcome.
hope student will be benefited from this sweet and short session. And in coming days, we will definitely students are asking, sir, about mathematics. We will do a definite session about mathematics. Today's session is just the beginning.
Sanjeev,
Okay.
if you allow me 2 more minutes.
Yes, carry on, sir, carry on.
I would read one more story actually.
Yes, carry on, please.
Okay, it's very, I'm feeling very proud and happy with the young generation. You are the future of the world. You can bring in any change which you seek to bring in the system anywhere. So keep working hard. I will read one story here. There was one gentleman who wanted to be at the top of the mountain. He was working hard day and night. He was preparing for many years. He wanted to be in the news, like he wanted to bring the name of his parents and society and everything. So after a hard work of 2 and 3 years, then he decided to give it a try. So one day he started climbing that mountain. It was chilly weather, winds were blowing, snow was falling, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., weather was getting severe and severe. At 12 p.m., it was so dark, zero visibility, but he kept walking. At around 12 a.m. At night, a very strong wind, stormy wind with snowfall, and he lost the control and he fell and he found himself hanging. And he reminded himself of all his bad and good things which he have done in his life. Then what happened? He started praying, oh God, help me, save me, save me. He started screaming. And a sweet voice from the clouds, or we can say God or divine, answered. He said, what I can do for you? What do you want? Oh God, save me, please save me. I just want you to save me. Oh, you want me to save me? He said, yes, I want you to save me. Will you do what I want you to do? He said, you say anything, I will do. You just save me. Oh, he said, whatever, the rope on your waist, you cut this with scissors. Huh? He's a mad guy. You want me to cut this rope? I will fall and I will get killed. He said, no, if you want to, you have to. He didn't cut the rope. And next day, when the rescue team came, you know what happened? He was buried in the snow and he was dead. And they found that fellow was just 6 feet above the ground. The same thing is applicable in our lives also. He was holding to the past. He didn't let the new things happen. Do not hold to the past. If something has happened, let that. Be informed, learn from that and move on. The rope, cut that rope, what is holding us, to get the new things in our life. And you can rock the world. Believe me, you can rock the world. Yeah, that one declaration has to come from your side. Anything is possible. Yes. And one more thing I wanted to share, actually, gently. I feel sometimes so many bad things happen to our girl children all over the world. Here are very less, but in India especially, we limit our girl children to go out, do not wear this, do not do that. But why do not we educate them that to speak up if anything bad happens any teasing, anything happens, any kind of thing, just we educate ourselves to speak up. Do not get entangled by what society will say. If this transformation happens, your parents and brothers do not have to protect you. You yourself will become stronger, and our world will be far better place. And your life and our life will be far, far better. Isn't it, Mr. Sanjeev? Am I
Yes,
right?
definitely. Definitely. I
So
always
that is my, opinion on
encouraging
this.
them that with study, you have
Yes.
to learn many things. ठीक है,
Yes.
how you view your life. ठीक, just becoming a officer or just getting a test or
Clear.
cracking a something someone test is not a life. You may
Ji.
try it, work hard for that, but many things are in the world. Okay, and as in mathematics, you said ASTC in the first quadrant. First is positive, and here students study that. आओ सारे tuition चलिए.
See how funny it is.
ठीक, and that's good thing.
Yeah.
And we will meet in next sessions, and hope
Definitely.
student will enjoy this session and
Yes.
motivate themselves for better knowledge and better understanding. Okay,
Definitely, definitely.
and that's good, sir, for you to spare a time with all of us.
Thank you
And
so
now I'm concluding the sessions. And thank you once again from my side and from all the students who are right now in the room or watching on other social media platforms.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Just
Thank you,
unmute
sir.
yourself.
Thank you, sir.
I'm
Thank you,
feeling
sir.
uplifted.
Thank. Same is here, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You all are unmuted. Unmute right now. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Attendance over here. So now we are concluding the session. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
okay. All right, sir. All the best.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
day.
you for the
Thank you,
speech, sir.
sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir, for the beautiful session.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for appreciating, sir.
Okay, bacho. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you for arranging this